three little snowmen full of cheer. Let's make a banner for this time of year.
Hi friends, thank you so much for coming back and visiting with me today. Today's Christmas in July video is going to be a good one. It's definitely, I think, my favorite out of everything I have shared so far. With these three adorable snowmen, this gorgeous bag of rustic wooden beads, and my I-cord maker, we are going to make the cutest banner for Christmas season. Now, because these snowmen took a little bit of time to make, and I am filming pretty much every day, different videos, and I did have filming of me, like, you know, like how I add just while I'm making them kind of thing. I'm not necessarily showing how I made them, but while I'm making them, and it's gone. I don't know what's happened. It's completely gone off my SD card. But these did take a little bit of time, not too hard. It's a very simple pattern. I did make these ahead of time to save me some time, or this video would have been a lot longer. I also had to make them over a course of like 5 days. I made one, and then I had to do other things and so forth. They were inspired by another designer's pattern, and I'm going to leave the link to that pattern down below in the description. I used super bulky tweed yarn because I wanted a rustic farmhouse look. So as you can see, I used loops and thread, tweed, bulky black. I found that. I couldn't believe I had some. And this is my puzzle shimmer because I'm almost through that one skein. And that's it. And it's a fairly easy pattern. As I said, she used, I think, cotton or just a 4-weight acrylic. But I love the look of these. They're definitely got some weight to them. I did have to put some polyfill in them. And her pattern calls for that too. But I think with the I-cord, they're going to be fine. Okay. So let's head out to where I have the I-cord machine set up, and we're going to make the I-cord and then sew these on, and also add our gorgeous beads. I am also going to be trying to make the I-cord with some Christmas yarn. My peppermint twist one, I call it. I think it has a different name, and I'll give you the right name when we go out and look at it. But it's from Puzzle, and it's from Premier, and it's their basic shimmer. It's one of my favorites. It's only a 4-weight, so in theory, it should go through the I-cord machine. I just don't know if the glitter, the tinsel that I like to call it, is going to affect that or not. So we're going to find out together. Let's go see if it works. Okay, I've already shared my first experience with the I-cord maker, and I will add that down below. So it's not necessarily going to be a complete tutorial on how to use this, but okay. This is important. You need to remember to bring it up through here, Lynn. I forget this part all the time, and this just does make a big difference. Okay. So I'm just going to clip that frayed edge there. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure this is going to work. It should, in theory. So we're going to test that. Okay. I'm going to lift this. I need to make sure all my little latches are open. Okay. So, if you saw my video, you're going to remember. So it's over, under. Okay, we're going to pull this back a bit. And we're going to hold this end tight for a few seconds, and then we're going to start. Fingers crossed, it works. Uh-oh. I'm thinking it doesn't like the tinsel. This might not work. Okay, so clearly the peppermint one didn't work. I have this, which I believe is a red heart. It's a little bit thinner. We're going to try this, and if this doesn't work, we're just going to use regular acrylic. Oops, I forgot I unplugged it while I was hauling out the pieces there. Okay, put that down. Take 2. This one's working. I need this to be 44 inches. And we're only at about 30. Okay. Almost there. Here's 44. Oh, good. Okay. So we're going to stop. And we're going to snip it and let it finish. So now we got to sew in our little ends here. Oh my goodness, I did not make this long enough. What was I thinking? I'm going to have to tie. I'm still learning this. I should have let it go a lot longer because we're going to it actually ended up being a little longer than 44. So I think maybe letting it go a little longer was good because now I can take out some of the stitches. Oh yeah, it ended up being a lot longer than I needed. So we'll just take out there. Okay, so now we got some extra. So you're just gonna sew opposite. Whoops, and it fell out my needle. Tighten this one. Well, I'm so happy this sparkly yarn worked. So maybe because that's a twist yarn, that other one, that's why it wasn't working, because I do have some other shimmer yarns I can use, different, that's not a twist. So, and this one sealed itself for me. That's the first time I've had that do that right. Okay, so now we've made our I-cord. We're gonna add some of these beads. So I wanted these rustic beads because I just feel like they go more with farmhouse look that I'm going for. But you could absolutely use any color beads. You could also do trees. You could do snowflakes, which I have done them. You could do, oh my gosh, there's so many things. Christmas ornaments, candy canes. There's so many you can do. I'm going to actually thread that. And these ones were what I was looking for because as you can see, the hole for these is very wide, which is what I knew I was going to need to go over the I-cord. Okay, so we're going to put on one of the circle ones first. I'm just going to come all the way down to this end. Okay, and then I'm going to put one of these longer ones on. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll do 3 beads and then a snowman, 3 beads and then a snowman, and we'll see how that looks. And if I like it, we can sew them all, the snowmen on. Okay. I like those already. Okay, so then we would do a snowman. Then I would do another 3 here. So actually I might be doing more than 3 in between because I only have 3 snowmen. And I only have 3 because I didn't have enough yarn to make. I was originally going to do 5 or 6, but I did not have enough yarn to do 5 or 6. Put you down here. Put you down here. So I'm just going to measure how far they are from this. About 8 inches. Okay, that's 8 inches there. And then, how far apart are you? About 15. 15, perfect. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I have some stitch markers. So right about there is where we want to put the first one. And of course I had to grab the hardest stitch markers I own to open. 1. They sure are pretty, aren't they? Figuring it out as we go along, friends. Okay. Because you won't even see this once I sew the black hat on. give me this one. We're just going to put a little mark there. Little mark here. Take that stitch marker out. Now, let's try this again. I'm going to use the smallest one I had. I think this is the smallest that comes in this kit. I will link the kit down below. What am I have to sew him on first, don't I? Yes. But I think these are going to be easier to string. So he's there. And then that one's there. So we're going to go... I don't like the skinny one. I could edit all this out and everything, but why? I learning as I go. I don't like the skinny one. Okay, or the little small one. Sorry. So we're gonna start over. 3 or 4 of these, one long one, and then the same amount again on the other side of the long one. That's what I'm thinking. 3 and then one long one. And then 3 again. Okay, I have my beads strung the way I like. And yes, once I knew how I liked them, I was able to do like multiple beads at once. So you don't have to do them one at a time. All right, I have to go, oh shoot, I have to go get my black yarn. I am just not organized here today. Okay. So we're going to do one right here, a couple of stitches. Okay. This is a super bulky, it's a 6 that I used, and this is also from Loops and Threads. It's not the fun to sew, but one there. In the middle. Over. We're going to sew one. I want to come down here so I can tie it to that first one. 2. Okay. And we'll push this into the hat so you don't see that knot. Okay, and I'm going to do the third one exactly the same way. Right, my snowmen are all sewed on, and I'm just going to make a loop, and we're going to go see how it looks where I intend to hang this Christmas. Okay, I'm going to cut off the excess. So where I want to hang them, I forgot. We have no hooks on the fireplace right now. So I'm just going to give you a rough idea of how they'll look. I might add more beads on the ends here. But yeah, I'm going to do the 6. I'll do 3 more on this end. And I forgot them here. Did you realize that? No, I didn't. That's these. Okay, it's going to look different on the fireplace. But yeah, I goofed and I forgot there's no hooks there. But I'm definitely going to do more on this end too. So then it won't be quite so loopy. They'll be stretched out a little more, but this gives you an idea of how they look hanging. I think they're really cute. I really like them. If you don't have an I-cord machine, you can still make these. I would use bulky yarn though, and I would just chain. So you have a little bit thicker chain to sew them on. If you're gonna do bulky snowmen. If you're just gonna do regular acrylic yarn 4-weight, then you could just chain with 4-weight. But I love it, and I really am enjoying the I-cord maker. It is so much fun, and I can't wait to see what other kinds I can make. And I'm even curious to try crocheting with the I-cords. Yeah, that's something you can do. I didn't know that either. So there we have it, friends. This is so cute. I love this. Well, they're backwards. Our latest Christmas in July project. I just love these snowmen. I'm gonna see if I can make really big ones this way, because I think as a pillow, I have to have one of these snowmen. And I obviously would put the scarf on the back too. I might actually still do that with these. The pattern doesn't call for it, but I think that bothers me. I think they have to have a scarf on the back too. And I love these rustic beads. We just need more of them at the beginning, which I will fix. But yeah, I think they're pretty cute. You'll have to let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you like my hanging snowman banner? Very farmhouse, I think, and very rustic. It's amazing what you can make with that I-cord machine, some beads, some yarn, and you get a one-of-a-kind Christmas decoration that, you know, nobody else is going to have. Well, unless a bunch of you make this. Remember, I will link down below the pattern that inspired these snowmen, so you all can try and make them too. And if you do make one of your own, please share it in the community post. I love seeing your make, so you'll have to share with us if you do make these. I love to see them, or anything that you're making, either from the series or every day. I love seeing it. Until then, friends, thank you so much for joining me. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching me on your mobile devices, hello, don't forget to hit that hype button. It helps my channel grow more than you know. Until then, friends, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.